Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we are going to be breaking down Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue Episode 3 Trial by Fire. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. We are so happy to have you guys. I can't believe we are on to Lightspeed Rescue already. I know we're talking about episode 3, which is such an iconic episode for Lightspeed Rescue, by the way. This is like the Carter Grayson firefighter episode that still gets talked about today. I do also think that is kind of due because back in the day, this episode was on the VHS tape, and of like the episodes that were on there, I feel like Trial by Fire was one of the better episodes. But regardless, it just seems crazy that we're already on to Lightspeed Rescue. I know we're not halfway through the episodes yet, but dang. Okay, let's just get right into it. Trial by Fire, the third episode of Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, plunges Carter into a predicament of self-doubt and forces him to confront his leadership potential. The episode opens with lighthearted banter amongst the Rangers revealing their childhood dreams, but Carter's reluctance to share his own story hints at a deeper trauma. This is interrupted by training exercises designed to test the Rangers' skills. While Chad and Joel take a physical obstacle course and Kelsey and Dana focus on a rescue scenario, Carter excels at a tactical simulation, shooting down all targets with impressive speed. However, Captain Mitchell critiques his performance, revealing he achieved the lowest score due to hitting explosive canisters without considering the consequences. Simultaneously, Diabolico, growing impatient with the demon's lack of progress, demands the destruction of Mariner Bay, prompting Vipra to unleash a plan to trigger an earthquake. When the Rangers confront Vipra, Carter is faced with a devastating choice: extinguish a fire threatening an explosion or save civilians from a collapsing roof. Under Captain Mitchell's orders, he puts out the fire, but the roof collapses, injuring a young boy, leaving Carter racked with guilt. This leads to a confrontation with Captain Mitchell, where Carter confronts his authority and the decision that led to the boy's injury. Carter then visits the injured boy in the hospital and recounts a traumatic childhood experience where he was saved by a fire by a selfless fireman, leading him to believe he can never live up to that standard of heroism. Later on, Carter does come to his senses when he returns to the simulation training grounds and realizes his earlier blunder, understanding the gravity of his actions and the far-reaching consequences of his initial mistake. Captain Mitchell had Carter put out the fire because there was like a gas line or something like that, and if they didn't put it out, instead of the roof collapsing and hurting 2 people, that whole place was going to blow up, and it was going to blow up everything from the school, the people on the streets, to everybody inside there. Yeah, it was just going to be no good. So he did have to, do the right thing and follow orders because the people giving the orders knew better than Carter at the moment. Finally, the tremors start again, and Viper sends her plan in motion. Armed with new perspective, Carter arrives to stop Vipra, and the Rangers eventually battle and defeat Quakemon with the Lightspeed Megazord. The episode culminates with Carter visiting the recovered boy, who expresses his admiration. I love this episode because it showed you how good Carter is as a leader, and he wasn't even full yet. He's still learning. And what I like about him is he admitted he was wrong, he learned his lesson, and he has more respect for Captain Mitchell now. There was this scene where he was yelling at Captain Mitchell because he thought he was in the right, but a little bit later, Captain Mitchell showed, no, bro, I know what's up. That's why I'm running the show and you're working for me. It was kind of cool. We also learned that Captain Mitchell was the firefighter that saved Carter when he was a young boy. That was a nice touch that they threw in there. Now, before I leave you, let's get into some notes from Ranger Wiki. This episode marks the first time Jinxer makes a monster grow. Strangely, this instant removes the footage of Jinxer throwing the card into Quakemon's remains like he would do in all other instances, but only shows him casting the spell. This episode title is a common phrase meaning to perform well under pressure. It's been used as the title for many songs and television episodes over the years, including The Fugitive and the 96 Journey album and song of the same name, Trial by Fire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard a few different Trial by Fires through the years, but I like this one. Lightspeed Rescue has a different vibe to it, and I am down because watching watching Lost Galaxy was so much fun, and it kind of had me at the edge of my seats. This is different vibes, but it's still fun. Like, when they were writing Lightspeed Rescue, they were really trying to make something different than what we were used to with Lost Galaxy and even in space, but I thought they did a good job. What are your thoughts on today's episode? Let me know in the comments, and shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and Brian A. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.